thing that happened this month saw the end of an era. And so we're just going to take a moment to remember Joe Bob Briggs and the last drive-in and talk about what Joe Bob meant for you as a horror fan, what he did for you. If you're unfamiliar with him, that's fine. But if somebody wants to take off, and we do have the silver lining they were calling in. I'm like, no, still kind of mad about that. But we get 4 upcoming specials that just feel kind of like almost insulting in a way. Like, oh, cool, well, you canceled it, but just wait, we're going to give you 4 more specials.
The real silver lining is that after next year, like January 1st, he's free. And I mean, I think they're going to move it somewhere else. But you really got to wonder about Shudder. I mean, they just spent 2 years reconfiguring his schedule to keep subscribers, right? I mean, they did the thing where it's like, oh, we'll do a longer season of 1 movie every week. And then they did this year where it was like every month to keep people subscribed the whole year. And then that ended and they canned him. And it's like, I have a friend that thinks AMC looks at Shudder as a liability and that they want to get rid of it. And I'm really starting to think that might be the case.
Interesting, because to me, based on AMC Plus, Shudder is the only thing that makes them money.
Yeah, but if the thing that always bothered me about AMC Plus is, so I always pay for Shudder. I'm an annual subscriber. I have been since 2018. Joe Bob Briggs is one of the reasons that I am. And I just feel like I don't know. AMC Plus, you can pay for AMC Plus and get all the Shudder content, right? So I know people that are like, why the hell would I subscribe to Shudder when I can just get AMC? So that right there is a disadvantage to Shudder. And also, I don't know if you've noticed, but if you do have AMC Plus, I've subscribed a couple times to see something. They have more videos. Like Shudder will put movies like The Prowler back on after taking it off, but they won't put the Joe Bob episode back on. It's really maddening, but I do think they punched down on Shudder. So I don't know. I
canceled my Shudder when they doubled their prices and weren't really like, they doubled their prices and now they're canceling Joe Bob. You gotta hook me in again, man. I canceled Shudder about it always renewed in Halloween, and I canceled it this year. So I'm using I actually have AMC Plus by some accident, so that's how I'm watching the last Joe Bob. But yeah, all the Shudders on AMC Plus. I don't watch anything on the AMC Plus side. I just go down to the little Shudder icon, and that's where it's at. They have a whole icon for The Walking Dead for the people still watching The Walking Dead.
Yeah. Oh
God. Right.
But yeah, so thoughts on Joe Bob and what he meant for you. I can tell you, I started my horror journey late. As some of you know, I grew up in a very religious household. We weren't allowed to watch a whole lot of anything. And so my discovery of horror movies, especially older horror movies, really only started about 5 or 6 years ago. And Joe Bob was the one I would go to for those. If Joe Bob had it, it was worth checking out. So he would have those great recommendations, but I loved the behind the scenes information. And that's what made each of those movies so much better. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't know about Chopping Mall, which is one of my favorites. I love Chopping Mall, but it's also a great Joe Bob episode. But I'm going to miss that. Who do I go to? I hope, like Shawn said, I want him back. Where is that going to be? I don't know, but I hope he's back soon because I want to go to him for that next recommendation.
Yeah. I think everyone could agree that we wouldn't be doing this without Joe Bob. Like, that's what I aspire to be. And when he followed me on Instagram, I was the happiest I've ever been. I wanted to frame the follow. I was like, no way, dude. And I'm just going to miss him. He was great. He is horror to me.
Yeah. I screenshotted when he followed the Dread broadcast. I screenshotted that and I think I sent it to Jessica and Aaron.
Yep.
I was like, what? I made it.
We did it.
Yes.
Yeah. We had a similar situation when he followed the Gutted Horror podcast.
Yes.
I was screenshot it. I was like elated for a full week. I was like, I can't believe it.
We met him and Darcy at a horror convention, and Darcy said that she's the one who manages the social media, so she's the one who's supporting us all.
But the two of them, they are a great team, and like we go to horror cons. We don't typically go to like the
celebrity.
So that's like I just feel uncomfortable doing it for the most part. But then when I saw Joe Bob and Darcy the Mail,
we had to.
I got so nervous, but like they're such wonderful people, and they're a wealth of knowledge, and they rip off each other wonderfully. Darcy's so clever, and Joe Bob is just a wealth of information, and I'm definitely gonna miss
it. It was pretty cool, yeah.
He reminds me of a Texas that no longer exists, that I miss very much.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else has Joe Bob stories.
I didn't grow up with him because I didn't have cable, but like in 2018, I just happened to land on that first marathon, and I was like, I don't know who this guy is or whatever. And I love people that can talk intelligently about the dumb shit that I like.
Yeah,
and
yes,
his on that marathon, I think it's still on Shudder. The episode with demons where he breaks down the demon franchise is one of my favorite things of all time. And yeah, it just, I mean, he's definitely like, there's some movies where I'm like, I can't even watch this, even if Joe Bob is doing it. Like, there's been a couple where I'm like, oh God, but he's just wonderful. And Tim, I'm with you. I hope on January 2nd, they announce, hey, we're going to be on Night Flight or Screamify or what's the other one? What's the
Screambox?
Yeah, whatever. Whoever picks them up, like, please, because
it wouldn't take much to get me back to Night Flight.